This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust on you.
Shade 45 live on the air here, man. I'm really excited about our next guest. I'm trying not to freak him out a little bit because I'm kind of a big fan, and sometimes, people walk in the room and you give them that look. You don't know where they're coming from. He's probably looking at me like, what the hell is this? Where am I? Is this really a radio show? Unbeknownst to him that this happens to be the most impactful radio show at Sirius XM.
Let him know.
But that's not why he's here. He's here because I wanted to see him in person and see if he still maintains that glare in his eyes that I would watch when I was such a big obsessed fan of one of my favorite series of all time on cable. That's not the clip, OQ.
I was like, okay.
I don't remember that show.
Alexander Skarsgård is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, that's funny as hell. That's hysterical. Well, all
Can
the
we do that
nerves
over?
out the window.
Okay. hey, can I call you Alex? Do people call you Alex?
Yeah,
Alex. Okay. You mind if I do that again?
You can call. Let's do it again.
Okay, great. We got our next guest that's here. I'm so excited to have in here because I've been.
Damn, son.
Never mind. From
gotta spoil the drink
Zoolander,
and
from
feed 'em
Generation
now.
Kills, Battleship, True Blood. Welcome to the show, Alexander.
Thank you. Beautiful. What an introduction.
We're usually more organized than that.
I got it this time. You got it?
Let's try
Let's
again.
try it again.
Show.
Yeah, gotta love
Three's
it.
a charm. Go, O.
Suki, forgive me. I know I'm not welcome. I've not felt your presence for over a year.
It's none of your business where I go or what I do.
Suki, for over 12 months, I was so empty. I thought you had died.
Well, I knew you weren't dead.
Eric, not now.
I never lost hope.
Don't you have an obligation at Fantasia? I believe you do.
Pam can
They
handle it.
specifically
Well, I
want
appreciate
you.
your concern, but we're fine, thank
Eric,
you.
go!
Apparently, I have to go. But understand this. Everyone who claims to love you, your friends, your brother, even Bill Compton, they all gave up on you. I never did.
Wow.
I never did.
Yo, man.
Suki.
I start talking to women like that. Oh, right after. Oh, Suki. We had Steve Moyer come on the show, and we asked him about that, like, because you and Suki Eric and Suki used to get in some real heated scenes, laying naked.
Oh, you had Steve on the show?
Yeah, I had Steve on the show, and I used to
He's a
ask
lovely
him.
guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good. He must be an understanding man. I was like, yo, man, Alexander's laying naked with your girl, man.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
But I think that fueled these scenes that we just listened to.
Yeah,
where
right.
He's like, Eric, get out of here. That was all real.
Man, well, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. When I was walking through the hallway, most of the women that stopped me, I'm sure you get this all the time, and we were talking about this. I feel I'm sad for you that people objectify you all the time because of your looks, and they overlook your thespian chops, and I can relate to that. And
right.
Thank you for being so understanding.
I get that sometimes.
Oh, Calloway.
That's not a problem for you, though, as an actor? Like, okay, get beyond all of this. And
No, I've been very fortunate. I've gotten to play some very interesting characters. So I'm very lucky that way.
Yeah, so you use it. That's an asset for you.
Yeah, I've so far I don't feel like I've been that pigeonholed, and I've played some douchebags and horrible people, and so I've had a good time.
You had a good time, man. You got that voice going right now too. Get some radio show. How often do you work out though, man? Like,
Well, it depends. When I was in prep for Legend of Tarzan, it was quite intense. I had to put on some weight, and so it was. I worked out quite a bit for that.
Quite a bit.
But now I'm really enjoying. We've obviously wrapped the movie, and quite enjoying the time off.
Good being fat again, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, man.
It feels so good. I'm glad this is radio, not television.
Yeah, right.
What are your comfort snacks like?
Sorry.
What are your like comfort snacks?
It sounds like you said, what's your comfort sex?
Come again, man.
What's the issue?
It's a bit early in the morning for comfort. All right.
You can answer both if you want, though.
Well, I did another interview this morning, and they gave me a banoffee pie. Do you know what that is?
Nah, do tell.
Yeah, it's we shot Tarzan in London, and they have this thing in England called banoffee pie. It's like caramel banana cream pie, and because of it was 8 months of very strict diet, like I wasn't allowed sugar or anything like that, or cream, anything, like no dairy product.
Yeah.
So on Wrap, when we shot the last scene of the movie, they rolled out this massive banoffee pie and a cold pint of lager, like a beer. Sounds like a weird combination, maybe, but at the moment, after being deprived of that for 8 months, it was the best thing ever.
Yeah, you went ham.
And I got one of those this morning, actually.
A banoffee pie?
A banoffee pie. So I can't wait to see what you guys all got for me.
We got clips, kid. We got clips.
We got a lot of alcohol.
There's croissants.
You got the Tarzan yell.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay,
There you
bam,
go,
we
dude.
ready?
Bong.
Oh, wow.
We came ready for you, brother.
An old bagel. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, Alex.
That is really sweet.
Came from the heart, man.
You really went above and beyond, guys.
Well, you know, I thought about you Friday, and I said, you know, we should save this for him Monday. And there it is.
Oh, last week's cheese bagel.
Yeah, there you go, man. Hey, man, here we have a lot in common. You may not realize this, and then we'll talk about the movie. You know, who knows who Edgar Rice Burroughs is? Anybody? You know who that is?
I think I know.
You know who that is,
I
right?
know who Augustin Burroughs is.
Yeah. Anybody? DB? Nope. He was the author of Tarzan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
You're not mistaken.
Okay. And Where I Live in the Valley in California, Tarzana.
It's actually named after, well, you live there, so you know.
Don't tell him. Go ahead, Alex.
Have you seen his house?
Yeah, I've seen his house. I drove by it when I first moved there.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So Edgar Rice Burroughs used to live out there. He's long gone, but they named it the neighborhood or the town Tarzana after his famous character Tarzan.
Yes.
Little known fact.
Thank you. There
we go. There's the kid. Nailed it. All right. Third time's the charm.
All right, man. Alexander Skarsgård is here, and we're going to open up the phone lines. I want to talk about this movie, The Legend of Tarzan. 888-742-3345.
You are Lord of the Apes, King of the Jungle. Tarzan.
The Legend of Tarzan, Friday, July 1st in theaters. And we have him with us right now. Alexander Skarsgård is here, ladies and gentlemen. Tarzan is here.
There we go.
Yeah, Tarzan is here. Hey, man, did you?
So good. You can keep doing that all day.
I mean, really, man, jeez. Hey, did you have to do the Tarzan yell to audition?
No.
How not?
Well, we just heard it, and it's
like they didn't ask you to do it, or is that just like corny now? Or
well, it's in the movie.
Yeah.
And it was a tricky one because it could easily. I mean, the movie is pretty intense. It's an action movie, and it can sound. It's slightly dated and can be a bit corny.
Yeah.
There's a way. I mean, to do it the way like the chest thumping and it's tough to get away with.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult. But it is in the movie. But it's kind of a hybrid, actually, of my voice, an opera singer's voice.
Okay.
Apparently, my voice wasn't good enough.
Okay.
And some animal sounds to make it more primal and animalistic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I remember when I saw it. I saw the movie, and when it comes in, they pull it off in a way that it wouldn't make you go, "Oh, come on, really?" You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't in the movie, then some people would be like, "How are you going to have Tarzan movie without the yell?" You know what I mean? So you couldn't get around not having the yell in the movie. So it's not cheesy.
That was the dilemma because again, you like you said, you have to have it in the movie, but to do the thing of like the posture, the kind of chest
standing on
thumping
a
and
tree or something like that.
It's you know it could easily get a bit comedic,
right?
So the way we've done it is it's in the movie and but it kind of plays on Christoph Waltz's characters on his face, so it's kind of which I think is more interesting because you see the impact on the bad guy, like when he hears it, through the jungle, and he knows that Tarzan is coming for him.
Yeah. Oh, so we don't actually see you doing that.
No.
No.
We just hear you doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
it's in twice in the movie.
Twice in the movie,
Yeah.
and then Tarzan. It doesn't start with you in the jungle, right? Is that
No.
Yeah.
The story is a bit different from Edgar Rice Burroughs' novel or the old Tarzan movies. It's told so it opens in London when he's already Lord Greystoke, when he's already been there for 8 years with Jane, Margot Robbie, who plays Jane in the movie. And they've been there for almost a decade, and he's acclimated to life in Victorian London. And then Sam Jackson's character shows up, and he gets an invitation back to the Congo where he's from. And reluctantly he returns. He doesn't want to go back. He's made some powerful enemies down back there, and he's also kind of afraid of himself and what he's capable of so the transformation is going from this buttoned up British gentleman to the more animalistic, more primal Tarzan. Cue the yell.
I wanted to ask real quick because after
that sounded very primal and animalistic.
Oh, man.
After the movie, I got an email. They were asking what my review was and what I thought about the movie, and I had to be honest. I said, I was curious. I was a little skeptical. I won't lie, because I was wondering how they were going to tell Tarzan again and make it stand out from all the other versions. I mean, there was Jungle Book, even though it's not a Tarzan story, it's still Tarzan-ish. There was a 2013 Tarzan. There was a 1984 version of Tarzan in a movie. So it's like, okay, how many times can you tell this story and still make it appealing to audiences and make them want to go see it? So I was wondering for you, because this movie starts out with you're already Tarzan, you know what I mean? And it seemed like you had played this role already because it was so good. What was it specifically that drew you to this movie?
Well, I think, again, like you said, it felt so different. It's such an iconic character, obviously, but reading the script, I opened the script and page 1 is him drinking tea with the prime minister in a 3-piece suit. He's like this, Victorian gentleman, and I thought it was such an interesting introduction to the character and the world. And then, so I suppose, the novel or most of the old movies are about this ape man who then, like, when he first meets humans. And, this is, as you know, in the movie as well, but told in flashback. The main storyline is him and Jane returning to the jungle and kind of returning to his roots. And slowly this animalistic side comes out, which, as an actor, is quite fun to explore. And I think it's something that we obviously all humans deal with, the fact that we're both or try to be civilized human beings, but at the same time we come from animals where we got these like primal instincts, and it's always that kind of that dichotomy is quite interesting to explore. And it's also like it's been a while since the last live action Tarzan movie. Like you said, the Greystoke was in 1984.
Right. Yeah.
So what you can do today, other than obviously the story is very different, but also like with technology, the way you can be immersed in this world and you can fly through the trees with Tarzan was impossible to do just a few years ago, let alone 30 years ago when Greystoke came out. So it's an opportunity to kind of really be in his elements, in his natural habitat with him and kind of join him on this journey when he's swinging through the vines.
You mentioned actors and animals, like in a good way. When people see you from being Vampire Eric, you're a beast on camera. Sam Jackson, you mentioned him. He's a beast on camera. Did you get intimidated, or do you still get intimidated, like when you have to do scenes with people like Sam Jackson?
Not really, because have you met Sam?
He's coming on the show
No,
next week.
I haven't met him. No.
He is just such a nice guy. So that,
wow.
Even though he's obviously a legend, and and meeting him is super exciting. But then it takes 3 seconds, and then it's kind of. He's so approachable and nice and so invested. He was so excited about the project. So it was all about like getting together and working on that. I really enjoyed the relationship between Tarzan and George that Sam plays, because it's such an odd. They don't really like each other in the beginning of the movie, and then they're stuck together in the jungle, and he just can't get rid of this guy. So it was so much fun, and you kind of forget that it's Samuel Jackson, and it's Sam, and you're a partner in crime.
That's good to hear.
I loved working with Sam.
He didn't have a problem with the white guy conquering Africa, right? He didn't, that whole thing, right?
Jago.
Well, when I was little, we used to have an issue with how the white guy is going to be, how he's going to be the king of the jungle and the animals in Africa.
Right.
But the United States,
Yeah.
We got shackles, bro.
Yeah, but it's also like, what I think, on a more serious note, what I think is interesting about the movie, it is, at the end of the day, obviously a big tentpole, like, action-adventure movie, but the backdrop is the genocide in the Congo during King Leopold's reign, which is obviously true, and not a lot of people know about this, but between 10 and 20 million people were enslaved and killed during that genocide. And you see that in the movie, and you get to experience that through. That's the reason my character, or Tarzan, returns to the jungle, because Sam's character shows up in London. It's like, shit is going down in the Congo.
Yeah.
You better go down there and take a look, because Tarzan was a celebrity in London, and he's invited down by the king, and you get to see through my character and Sam's character's eyes what was really going on in the jungle, in the Congo, what King Leopold and his force publique were doing to the indigenous people, to the animals, to nature, which I thought. I mean, it's not to get too heavy-handed, but I thought it was interesting that it's in the movie, and you can see that and experience that.
Oh, good answer. Thank you. That's a
Right.
great.
Go get him,
I love this dude.
There we go.
All right. While we have you here, man, because we only got you for a few minutes, I want you to tell the whole movie. He came back, DB, who's our movie junkie, because I didn't watch. I want to watch it in IMAX based on his description of the movie. He said it's amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it.
It's like Indiana Jones, but with vines instead of a bullwhip.
And he said you didn't.
That's hot.
Damn.
That was great, DB.
Damn, you on point today, huh? And he said you didn't show your ass once. So you're not naked in it?
You didn't see my ass once?
I must have missed that part.
Oh, wow.
But I don't remember any butt. I mean, it's PG-13, so it ain't going to be a whole lot
Are
of
you relieved
ass.
or disappointed?
I'm relieved. I would have loved to see Margot Robbie's ass, but not yours.
His ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you saw his ass in True Blood. All right. Before you go, Alexander, it's something we do here, and we call it the Mystery Sack. And we would love to have you play this game with us.
All right.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
All right, Alex, it's real simple. You're going to pull out 3 questions, one at a time, read them out loud, and you have to answer it honestly.
All right. Has anybody ever asked to bite you or for you to bite them? Yes. That's a very honest answer.
That's a very honest answer. Did you do it like True Blood, or that's what they wanted, right?
That's what they wanted.
Yeah.
I try to avoid it because I felt like that's if I do it once, and then I'll be stuck doing that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, good point, right? Because once you bite them, they become your slave anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Then I'm stuck with them. That becomes my kind of vampire daughter or son.
Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
I can't have too many of those.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever had an awkward interaction with another celebrity? I ran into, Dolph Lundgren?
Oh.
Legend. Also a Swedish actor. I saw him, I know him a little bit now, but 10 years ago we ran into each other at an airport, and it was that weird moment where I knew who he was, and I think he had seen me on something, so we kind of knew, we didn't know each other, but it's that kind of celebrity thing of like, we were kind of sitting next to each other, so like, should we talk? It got a bit awkward because it's like, yeah.
So what y'all do? Did y'all just like give each other the nod?
A little bit of that, yeah. But we kind of stuck together. So he's a lovely, lovely man. So it was awkward for a couple of minutes, and then once we kind of broke that barrier. But it is a bit weird when you see someone and you recognize each other, but you don't know each other. So you don't really have a reason to strike up a conversation, but at the same time, you don't want to avoid. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, damn, that's tricky. That's complex.
Yeah, and Dolph is a big, intimidating guy, so you don't want to offend him either.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, if he dies.
If he dies. he dies.
You just got to go deeper, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Last one.
My bad. You did it better than me.
If you could be reincarnated as any rapper, who would it be? Snoop Dogg.
Oh, Snoop Dogg. I like
That's
that.
good.
You know, some West Coast shit. Yeah, throw up your W, dog. Throw up your W. The W, they got a W in Sweden.
I'm in trouble now because I live in New York, so I'll probably get kicked out. But
Snoop got love all over.
Appreciate you answering those questions very honestly, man. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed
the
this.
Legend of Tarzan, man. I can't wait to see the movie. This could be that one, bro. This could be that one that's gonna catapult you into a whole nother level. You ready for this?
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
I hope you enjoy it, man. I really do.
I'm sure I will, man.
So where's my banoffee pie, by the way?
Okay, we got it coming up, man. Hammerby.
We got pineapples.
Hammerby. There we go.
All right, man. Alex, thanks for coming by, man. We got Alyssa Milano coming up next. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
On Shade 45.